Hello, everybody. Ryan, Braden, how are you guys doing in the chat? Good to see you here. We have 6 people watching off the rip. That is good news there. I'm not ready today because... Why am I not ready? I don't know why I'm not ready. Hopefully the audio's good. Hopefully the video is good. Oh, you know what? Is it clear? Looks pretty clear. No, it doesn't. Gosh dang it, we gotta fix that. Martin, hello. How are you? Good to see you here. This is the car we're gonna be making today. Hold on, let me fix this camera situation. Do that. Do that. Alright. Throw that back up on the screen. Go back to here. Wow, we have 8 people watching. Still blurry. Still blurry. What the heck? And is the first custom... Yes, so this is 2026 Ryan Sieg Daytona car. Here, you know what? Let me do this. We'll get it figured out here in a second. Let me just close that, restart that. If something ever doesn't work, just try turning it off and turning it back on again. I am an IT guru. Follow for more tips. Tim's on his way home listening to the stream. Welcome in. Mr. Rusco, all good. Washing out my barn while I'm getting some work done. Almost the weekend. Let's rock. Almost the weekend indeed. Heck yeah, real Mr. Purrs is here again. Good to see you. Hopefully you're doing well. Anthony or Ryan, thank you very much. I could not have done it without you guys. Oh yeah, look at that. You can see the wrinkles. You can see the cracks in my skin. Oh yeah, we are clear. We are all clear and out of here. If you've been to Cedar Point, you will recognize that. Let me try it. Let me turn the light up a little bit. Let's see. Nope, that's darker. That's darker. There we go. All right. Yep, I'm not ready because it's been a day, but here we are. If you're having a bad day, just remember that NASCAR and Prime is less than 2 weeks away. Yes, unfortunately, I will not be watching the first race on Prime because I will be in Charlotte. Millennium. Oh yeah, Millennium Force in Cedar Point. Great roller coaster, great ride. You are all clear and out of here. Love that ride. Garrett Smithley. Oh yeah, look at that. You are right. You are correct. Martin. Okay. Yes. So thank you guys for all being here. Thank you guys for all of the support. I really appreciate it. Oh, that's a sweet car. Whoa, did he race that? I might actually have to buy that. It has the empty tomb on the hood. It has the cross on the rear quarter panel. He is risen on the TV panel. Nice. Easter car. Easter weekend at Rockingham Speedway. That celebrated the spirit of the holiday. Oh my gosh. All right. Jamie Williams, good to see you. Welcome into the stream. I don't think we've seen you before on stream. Welcome in. Welcome in indeed. All right. So how are you guys all doing today? Are you ready for the All-Star weekend? We have 3 races to cover. I haven't even pulled them up yet because like I said, it's been a day. But we're here now. We are ready to go. I'll pull it up. This car is for our good friend of the channel, Robert, who was on the 39 team at Daytona and is now on the 96 team. So this car is for him. I need to get it done by next week because I'm taking it down to him, hopefully. Down to the Charlotte Motor Speedway. So hopefully I can get it done here in ample time. What else do you guys have to talk about so far today? Anything exciting going on? Anything fun happening? Like I said, it's almost the weekend. Christopher Bell JGR, welcome in. Good to see you as well. I don't think we've seen you on a live stream yet. Maybe we have. I'm trying to remember a lot. So if I forgot, my apologies. Maybe we have. I feel like we have. You've definitely commented before. I've seen your comments before. Maybe it was a live stream. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm always willing to accept correction. This is your first stream. Okay, well, welcome in. Glad to see you. If you're new here, which you are, we basically decal a car while talking about the weekend's racing that is coming up. Okay, I was going to say, I feel like I've seen some comments from you before, but welcome to your first stream. Normally, I'm not this frantic. Normally, I have things a little bit figured out beforehand, but today, I'm not ready. So, I'm most likely ordering the Garrett Smithley Easter Chevrolet. Yeah, I'm gonna heavily consider it now. I don't typically buy too many non my favorite drivers paint schemes, but that is one that is very cool and that I'm considering getting. So, yes, I am going to be looking into that one. Dorch fan for life. Well, welcome in. I haven't seen your name before. We have recently acquired a ton of new subscribers, so we might see a lot of new names that we haven't seen before. So, well, Christopher Bell JGR, first of all, how would you like me to address you? Because you have quite the lengthy name. So you just tell me how you would like to be addressed based off of your name, and I will oblige. Am I dumb? Probably. Along with the Carson truck win at Texas. Nice. Oh, yeah, you were at that race, too. Dorch is Greg. Oh, Greg changed his name again? Greg, our resident troll, popping into the stream right off the rip, giving us some good content. I should have known. Ellie, good to see you. Left as soon as he arrived. Just call me Chris. All right, Chris, I can do that. I can absolutely do that. So, yeah, unfortunately, I'm not, like I said, I'm not ready for this stream. I'm not, I need to get this car done. So the video that's going to be going out tomorrow is our Talladega weekend review. And I'm excited for it. I recorded all of the audio already, but I have yet to kind of put the video together. So it's absolutely not going to be as interesting as last week's banger, but it will be a good one. I'm excited for it. So keep your eyes peeled for tomorrow's video. It'll be out the same time every Friday. Mr. OJ Toothpaste coming in. We missed you in the last stream. I don't think you were on the last stream, but it's good to see you back today. I did briefly hear about the rumors. I have looked into it 0%. It tears this guy 10 days to decal on little decal. Listen, Greg, if you're going to troll me, you best be making no mistakes in your spelling. You can't come into my chat, come into this channel, this place of zen, this place of camaraderie, and be trolling me with misspelled words. Yep, Greg confirmed he wants Matty D in the 48. Good to see you, Greg. Glad that you're here. I did get your message. It looks like you're all set and ready to go for Dover this weekend. Greg will be at the race. He will be hanging out, getting some autographs. Oh, we got a troll. It's just Greg. He's cool. He's all right. We like Greg. He's all right. But yeah, did you hear of the rumors that Jeremy dropped a cool scheme? No, I did not. Oh, speaking of, guys, I opened up a P.O. box. But I haven't had the time to put it in the chat yet. So after this stream, I will add the P.O. box to the description of this stream. Ellie Racer, I know that we have to discuss getting the pictures that you have drawn to me so that I can take them next week so I can get Ryan Sieg to autograph them. Like I said, the P.O. box, I will add that information after the stream. You guys have to remind me, but I probably won't forget. I've been a little frantic lately, but yes, the P.O. box is officially open. Honestly, I don't know if I want to put it out there if Greg is going to be... Greg is going to have the ability to send stuff to it. But yeah, I'd like to see Zillich get... Imagine Cody wearing the 48. That's funny. I'd like to see Zillich get a chance and get equipment. No offense, Trackhouse. Yeah. Trackhouse has been garbage this year. That has been well documented. They might turn it around. You never know. I'm going to be at this race this weekend, 24-hour time. Oh, nice. Okay, Matt makes things. I don't think we've seen you in the chat before, so if this is your first stream, welcome to the channel, welcome to the stream. Ross Chastain is also kind of my favorite driver, kind of my second favorite driver. I like William Byron because he's in the 24 car. That's kind of like the main reason. But I've met Ross a few times, and he's super cool, super nice, down-to-earth fella. So yeah, Ross is probably my other favorite driver, aside from William Byron. But I like Ross based purely on personality, just because I've met him a few times. Oh, man. So this chat situation, now that we have more people here, it's going to be hard for me to keep up with. So if I miss a chat, bear with me. We have 13 people watching today, guys. We're in the double-digit range. That is insane. Thank you guys for all being here. Smash the like button, blah, 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 all that fun stuff. You know, the streamer lingo. You've met him twice. Yeah, I'm assuming your experiences with him were positive. The multiple times that we did, he was super nice. Took the time to talk with us. So, yeah, Ross is just a class act when it comes to fan interactions. Rolled up like a poster. Okay. I haven't even brought the stuff to package and I got the prints. I'll do that this weekend. Hopefully send it Monday. Dude, the problem, you better send it like next day air or something, because I'm leaving Friday morning early. So if it's not here by Thursday, I won't be able to take it. That's the big problem. Greg, I don't believe that, but bless your heart. Oh my gosh, I'm getting more requests to make cars. Okay, met him twice. Do you make schemes for anyone? Chris, no, I don't. I actually just, speaking of making things for people, I just got a text from the Jordan Anderson, a team member on Jordan Anderson Racing. He wants a diecast. So like right now I'm limiting what I make to, oh yeah, Martin, you're right. Good call. All right, hold on. It should get there by Thursday, hopefully. I hope so too. Okay, remember there's a slow motion chat delay for, okay, hold on. Let me figure out how to do that. I don't know, let's see, stream settings, closed captions, unlist, edit. All right, hold on, we're gonna try it. Live chat, slow mode. How long you want participants to wait? No, that's just how long we want participants to wait in between sending messages. Listen here, Greg. I got a lot on my plate, my good man. Honestly, we'll just roll with it. I'm fine with rolling with it. I'll try and figure it out for the next one. Comments. Oh wait, here we go. Moderation. No. It's not that important right now. Okay, for me, there was a coincidence. 2020, there won Nash, and that race was the day before I turned 11, so I felt like a mini birthday guest. Oh, that's funny. That's cool. Yeah, he's a super nice guy. Like I said, every time, yeah, a big plate tubby. Sure. Every time we've interacted with him, he was super cool, and yeah. My favorite O'Reilly driver gets you hate. Why? If you know, you know. Who? Austin Hill? Ooh, are you an Austin Hill fan? Do you know the specific scheme they want you to make for the Anderson? No, I just got the text from him. Let me see. Daytona car from this year, made in 124. Austin Hill. Okay. Well, you know what? There are a lot of people that like Kyle Busch, and I don't like Kyle Busch, so it is what it is. Everybody has their favorites. If everybody liked the same driver, it would be boring. Austin Hill. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Why? You guys are funny. You guys are funny. Yeah, everybody's got fans, or everybody can be a fan of whomever they want. I mean, for crying out loud, Greg likes Matt DiBenedetto. Like, what a weirdo. We have a good time here. We like to mess with each other and stuff. It's all good. I met Ross at the 20... Whoa. Greg, come on now. Christopher Bell. Yeah, yes. I noticed that based off of your name. Yes. I want to say Etsy, but SD. Yes, I'm making a Sieg car. This is his 2026 Daytona car. He finished third here. My buddy was on this team, and he wants it because it was a top 5 finish for the 39 team. I like Chris. Speaking of, I like Raja Karuth. I like Raja. I'm gonna meet him. I'm gonna meet Raja Karuth at the Lionel event in a few weeks for Diecast and Donuts. We are going to be doing that, so that'll be fun. Lionel's putting that on Friday when we get there. It's looking. I have barely put anything on this car. I really wanted to do all of this off stream, and it just didn't pan out. So here we are doing it live, and it's kind of annoying because I don't like doing these kinds of decals live just because the nature of them. But yeah, we're getting it. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, so met Todd Bodine. He posted me on his Twitter in July. Well, that's fun. That's fun. Not as go. Yeah, Ellie Raysar is related to Jeremy Clements. He's a second cousin. Martin Anderson, yes. Oh, Chris, it's located at the Opry Mills Mall in North Carolina, in Charlotte. So we're going to that. I think you had to be an RCCA member to sign up, so I did that early. That's kind of all the details that I know. You doubt you'll meet him, Greg? Well, that's unfortunate. Hopefully that you do. Hopefully you do. How am I today? I don't like to use the word stressed. I wouldn't say overwhelmed. Yes, Concord Mills. What did I say? Did I say something else? Had to type that of person. But NASCAR Guy Carter, I'm doing well. Hopefully you are too. I'm a little, like I said, I'm a little overwhelmed. I have a lot on my plate. This car needs to get done before before next weekend when we take it down to Charlotte for the race. So Robert, he might join at some point later on stream, but yeah, this car, you just talk a lot. Well, I have to keep you guys entertained, because if I don't do it, Greg, then you're gonna go off the rails, and then the whole chat's gonna be talking about something that we don't want to be talking about. Oh, Opry Mills. Yeah, so Opry Mills was the one that we went to in Charlotte. That's correct. Or in Nashville. You're correct, Braden. Yes, we are going to the Concord Mills Mall in Concord, North Carolina. Don't talk. I'll make a community post what I made for him that got me an answer. Oh, that'd be cool. Opry Mills. You talk a lot. Yeah, I do talk a lot. That's the whole point. It's the whole point. I don't like dead air. Dead air, even though we have the beautiful Metallica piano playing in the background, I can't deal with dead air. Especially when the chat's rolling 1,000 miles an hour. What diecast? I think this one actually might have been a Daniel die car. I think. It does amaze me I can decal car while reading everything we're saying. Keep dialogue going at once. You're multi-talented. Dude, I'm multi-talented, I suppose, is a word that you could use. Scatterbrained, you could also say. Yeah, I'm doing my best. I'm doing my best with what we have here. We got to make sure everything's centered up. Speaking of food, no, we're not. I don't feel like talking about food today. What's wrong with talking about range? True. I think, yeah, to answer your question, I think it was a Daniel die car before I stripped it down. I think. I don't remember. Let me look at the box. Yes, Daniel die. And I got that before the controversy, so it wasn't related to that. Got a new NASCAR hoodie for the race on the 31st. Oh yeah, you're going to Nashville, right? That's exciting. Of course, exciting. What else? Actually, I gotta cut this out just to see where we sit here. That must have been a nutty. I think that what you're saying is a play on words, which is kind of funny. But no, it wasn't too bad. I made Christopher Bell scheme as 26 development at 26. Ooh. So a hybrid paint scheme. That's pretty neat. I don't really do any fantasy schemes anymore. I used to a little bit when I was younger, but now I'm just so busy making paint schemes or diecast for other people. I don't really make stuff for myself. Should Texas have a second date since... I think no, only because I think they should add more tracks to the schedule. Like, I heard that they were talking about bringing Chicago Street Course back. And I don't know if that means getting rid of Chicagoland, which I would advocate against, because the 1.5 mile track there is going to be good, I have a feeling. So... yeah, my problem would be having two of every. You don't need two of every race, is what I'm saying. I guess is what I'm getting at. I think we can go down to. I think we could go down to one race for some of the tracks, and that would be perfectly fine. Me and my girl got a couple of VIP packages. Nice, that's cool. That's exciting. Listen here, Greg. We don't need to be canceled. But yeah, I think that they should have. I think we should be at the point where we just, because they have so many good tracks. Like, they could go back to Road America. They could have an O'Reilly Series race at Mid-Ohio. You know, there's plenty of tracks that they could go to that they don't, which I think they could and should. That we can limit some tracks to once a year, and I would be perfectly fine with that. Add the Chicago Street Course back and remove the San Diego Street Course. That was confirmed. Chicago Street Course, but Chicago maybe a chase race. I mean, yeah, I'm in favor of more variability, more different tracks. That's what I'm for. Okay, so that looks good there. And then we need to... Oh, wait. It's actually a little high. We can make it work. We can make it work. Let's see. Obviously, you've met. Take second. Does Pocono have 2 races? I don't think Pocono even has 2 races anymore. Do they? I don't think they do. I know Michigan doesn't. We went to Michigan twice a year for a long time. Okay, that has to come down a little bit. Okay, no problem, Ellie. No problem. We will catch you tomorrow. Pocono only has 1. Yeah, if Coca-Cola Super Speedway is an all-star race. Obviously, I don't know if I would say I meet a lot of drivers. I don't really think I get that starstruck anymore. Not because I'm not interested or don't. No, Pocono should have to. I disagree. I think that Pocono, along with like pretty much every other track, should just be limited to 1 now. Just drop it down to 1 so we can go to more tracks. No, I don't think I would say that I really get nervous around drivers anymore. I used to, but they're just people. You know, we're all just people, and, you know, it's just a little different because, like, we watch them on TV or whatever. But, you know, since I've been able to talk to some drivers and teams and different things like that, no, I wouldn't say I get too nervous. All right, go hang out with your cat. It's all good. You don't have to apologize or tell me. It's all good. That is not true. I've never met Greg in person. Hopefully never will. Except for Danica, she's a lizard. Yeah. No, like I got autographs for a lot of drivers once, and it was just kind of like asking them as they were walking by to driver intros. The only one I actually got really nervous about was Jeff Gordon, and he didn't even sign my car, so I was pretty disappointed about that. But no, I wouldn't say I get too nervous around drivers anymore. I get nervous around Cody Dennison because he's a baller. Dude's an absolute baller. I shipped my whole entire bell collection to P.O. Box C. No, I can't do that. I don't really know drivers all that well. Like, I'm not friends with drivers or anything like that. I just happen to find myself in certain situations. Jeff Gordon, well, it's possible, Greg. I don't know. I've never met him. Of course, if he was interacting with you, I could understand why he would be, on that side of things, but because you are a piece of work, my friend. How long does it take usually to complete one car? Well, interesting that you should ask. If you have recently watched that last video that I put out, he is. We're just having fun. We're all good. It's all good. It takes me over 20 hours generally, from start to finish. So what I could do for this decal actually is hide it behind the headlight, which is fine. The headlight grill decal. I did. I, like many others, am disappointed in the number placement and just kind of the way that the number intersects the vector on the front of it. But yes, I did see it. It was pretty cool. Yeah, but it takes me a while. I don't really like to meet drivers. If I'm a fan of one, I don't want to take a chance I might not like them. Yeah, that's fair. That's actually a really good point. Like, when Gordon did not sign my car, it was pretty disappointing. Like, I wouldn't say that I was like super upset, but I wasn't that happy about it. Obviously, he said thanks for being a fan and like fist bumped me or whatever, which was nice. But he didn't want to take the time to sign the car, and that kind of upset me. But yeah, I can totally understand that. Now, Ross is a totally different story because I have met him a couple times, and he's just been great every time we've interacted with him. So, like, Ross is obviously the big exception for me. I'd meet him every single time I got the chance to. But yeah, other than him, I mean, there's Kyle was nice too, but Ryan Sieg was really nice. I had no problems with him. He talked to me like I was a normal person. I know the O'Reilly series is a little bit different, but yeah, it'll be interesting to see if I get to talk to William Byron, because we're going to be going on Sunday with Rudy Fugel's father-in-law. So I don't know what the plan is for Sunday. If we're going to get to meet Rudy Fugel and William Byron and whatnot, but yeah, we'll see. Number placement, but at least I have the OG spot. Yeah, Hardy's being back is pretty cool. I will agree with that. I don't love 2311, so like I don't really care about that, but yeah, number placement kills a lot of paint schemes in my opinion. Neither has Ross. What did he say? Christopher Bell is not. Oh yeah, Ross is having a pretty bad season too. Yeah, Byron's having a trash season. So, Greg, I'm gonna time you out again. I know that's what you're going for. Isabella Robusto. She's actually surprisingly taller than I thought she was. I saw her at Talladega, and she was pretty tall for what I thought she was. Yeah, Ross has been rough. Sage Karam's wife works as a kindergarten teacher in my school district. Oh, that's cool. I don't think I've ever interacted with Sage Karam. Alright, so that's done. That took a long time. Man, I freaking hate 2311. Yeah, I mean, I don't really like them either. I don't like basketball, so I have like I don't really care much for Michael Jordan, like one way or the other. Don't really care. And then yeah, don't really care much for Mr. Wallace or for Mr. Reddick. I'm not a fan of either driver. Mostly due to personalities. Like, I just don't care much for either their personalities or driving styles, but yeah, it's a little disappointing. It is what it is. Of course, they're winning. I wonder if Byron is going to run O'Reilly race Charlotte. That I don't know. I have no clue. I haven't even thought that far out in advance. But yeah, we can get into the racing stuff here shortly. As soon as I put this decal in the water, we'll hop into it. Just give me a second to cut it out. Like I said, I didn't have time to get everything prepared, so. Hold on, you said... Wait, who said they hate... You said, man, I freaking hate 2311. And then, man, I freaking love Michael Jordan. That's funny. Yeah, I absolutely dislike Denny Hamlin as well. So that whole team is just like not for me at all. Want to see? No, Greg, I don't want to see your drawings. You concern me. I want to see Robusto succeed. Put her track on track part-time. Yeah, I think she has the talent, and I'm being completely honest with you when I say I think the reason that she hasn't progressed further is that she's not as marketable as some of the other females in the sport from a visual standpoint, and I think that's terrible because I think out of any of the other drivers, she has the talent, but she doesn't look as good as some of the other drivers, which I think is a problem from a marketing standpoint. I think that should not matter, but I think that's why. Sorry, I was gone for a bit. No, you're good. You're good. We're still here. We're still chatting. Greg's still being rambunctious. We're just about to get into the race stuff. You don't have to apologize at all. We know your opinion on Joey. Yeah, dude, Joey, nah. Watching Celebrity Jeopardy. Is it the Celebrity Jeopardy, like the Saturday Night Live skit Celebrity Jeopardy with Will Ferrell and Sean Connery? Dude, those ones crack me up. Old school SNL skits were top tier. Okay, so let's see. Qualifying order. You hate Joey more than 23. Man, we got some opinions in the chat, and I'm not going to disagree with some of them, to be honest with you. I'm never not honest. Only reason why 23 is because they have lawsuit. NASCAR supercharged battery. I can't confirm. I know nothing about it. I'm simply saying it just from like a fan standpoint. There's got to be something. There has to be something with the cars. Don't know. Yeah, Celebrity Jeopardy was like a skit that they did. I mean, there might actually be like a real Celebrity Jeopardy, but the skit that SNL did was hilarious. Yeah, I can't prove anything. I have no stats on anything. I can't tell you one thing or another, but I swear there's something with the cars for 2311. Something. Specifically Redix, but something with the cars. All right. We're going to go here. Opinion on Hocevar. I think so too. I think Hocevar is a genuine individual. I think he means well. I think he wants the sport to succeed. And I think, yes, I think he probably is a decent person. I've never met him. He's like on the middle of my list of drivers that I would want to meet. But yeah, I think he's probably a stand-up dude. It seems like. But I'm not too sure. I cannot confirm that. They made Celebrity Jeopardy into a real thing. Yeah, I don't know which came first, the SNL skit or real Celebrity Jeopardy, but if you haven't seen the SNL skits, they're pretty funny. They're some old school stuff. So Saturday we have the truck race at 5 p.m. I don't know if I would agree with. I wouldn't say that he drives too aggressively. I think he drives aggressively enough because he's willing to be entertaining. He's willing to take risks. He's willing to be that lightning rod, and his team has given him the green light to do so, and I think that's awesome. Spire is all about it. They're like, yeah, drive hard, ruffle some feathers, and be that fan favorite. So I understand where you're coming from, but I kind of disagree. I think he's driving just aggressively enough to get under some people's skin, but also be pretty good at it. Maybe the NSL skin for... I don't know. I have no idea about which came first. I just know that I've watched the old ones. I never really actually watched real Saturday Night Live. Or Jeopardy, I mean. One random question. Have you used Sharpie oil-based permanent markers for RFs? So I've just used the standard Sharpie you know, whatever this is, permanent marker. Oh, here. We'll do this real quick. Just these standard Sharpie permanent markers. And then I've done a paint pen once. Let me see if I have it over here. Hold on one second. Yes. I've used this paint pen before. This turned out really good. One for All Acrylic Twin. What is the name of it? Molotov. The original Molotov. This worked really well. Let me grab the car. Hold on. Let me grab the car. See, this is why we never get anything done, because we get derailed. Okay. So speaking of Ross Chastain, this was a custom that I made, one for myself and one for my sister, of his 2019 Daytona car that he raced, that we were in attendance for. This is where we met him the first time. And he autographed it with that paint pen. It looks really good. I wasn't sure how it would turn out, but yeah, it turned out very nice. That does make sense. He kind of changed. Well, I see his aggression. He has the ability. He has the talent. He has the charisma. He has the personality to make it all work. I think it works for him, and I don't want to see them neuter him like they did with Ross. That was one of the reasons I liked Ross, is because he ruffled feathers. And they kind of pulled his reins back in after he ruffled the wrong feathers. And that kind of annoyed me, because he was fun to watch. And so Carson's kind of the same way. I want to see him succeed and do well, and not get reprimanded every time he makes a questionable move and maybe gets into somebody or something. I don't know. Tim, I haven't really heard too much about many drivers, to be honest with you. For some reason, Chase Elliott comes to mind, but I think that's just because he's quiet. Or same thing with like William Byron. Like he's a quiet individual. So I think I've heard that about those two, but nothing like bad necessarily. What else? Because when I get both Carson, Deca, and turns out I want to use red paint pen. Yeah, I would suggest this brand. We got it off of Amazon, I think. This was neon green fluorescent. Yeah, it's MOLOTOW. Molotov. And it worked really well, as you can clearly see. So, yeah, I would suggest that if you're planning on getting something signed. That was just my one experience. Other than that, I use Sharpies. I don't know. Still no decals on the car. Dude, there's a big decal right on the door. Can't you see it? Greg. The views in eastern Pennsylvania are low-key, so chill. Eastern Pennsylvania. Are you just talking about like the mountain ranges and stuff? Eastern, let's see. So eastern. So I would be on western Pennsylvania side. Let me just double check. That's the paint. This is not the paint. It's a decal. Greg, you are one funny dude. Fun fact about this car. This Made in America decal is actually supposed to go on the driver's side. See how this one's smaller? This one's supposed to be on the passenger side. Pretty funny. Found it and it's on sale for $7. Well, there you go. $7. That's hard to beat for a nice, good quality paint pen. Actually, I don't know. It seems reasonable. I'll say it that way. $7. I don't remember what I bought mine for. Mainly just the Lehigh Valley. Yeah, I'm not too familiar with Pennsylvania. I am from your neighbor to the west, Ohio. So I've been to Pennsylvania plenty of times, been around it, near it. I gotta look something up on my phone. I gotta look up the passenger side decals here. Just to be sure. Oh man, my phone is 20%. Greg, I'm gonna time you out. Greg. Yeah, see that? Just to verify. Project 91 is coming back. Interesting. Kimi Räikkönen. That would be cool. I like Kimi Räikkönen. Never had any problems with him. Alright, so we'll cut all those down. Wrap this around here. And we'll throw this in the water while we're waiting. Greg, you're on 2 strikes, my man. 1 more, and you are getting timed out for a little bit. Start with a minute. Sometimes I wonder if that's your goal. You come into the channel just to get timed out, just for funs. Wouldn't surprise me one bit. All right, Greg. That's a minute. That's a minute. How do I time you out? Put user in timeout. You get 1 minute. Confirmed. Haha. It deletes all your messages? Oh, I didn't know that. He has one of the best personalities. He also likes ice cream. Well, who doesn't like ice cream? That's the real question. I like ice cream, just in moderation. I don't need a ton of ice cream. All right. Oh yeah, did you guys vote on the poll? We'll talk about all that coming up shortly. We did just start talking about the truck race, and then we got pulled back in. My high school has produced some NFL and college channel. Well, Matt, I will tell you this. I think we talked about this. This might be the first stream that you've been on. I don't watch football. So, good for you. Good for your high school. But I guarantee if you throw out some names, I probably don't know who they are. So, yeah, I watch 0 football ever. Honestly, surprised more people haven't said yes. I am too. So we could talk about the poll really quickly. So what do we have? We have 8. Holy cow, guys. We have 18 votes on the poll. That's insane. That's insane. So we have a family friend of mine is also going to the university for track. Well, that's cool. That's exciting. 18 people voted NFL better. Yep, Greg's back. I only watch football and Super Bowl. Yeah, I don't even watch that. I don't waste my time. Yes, so I am very surprised that the poll has a 61% no, that we should not get rid of the All-Star race. Hear me out. The All-Star race. The All-Star race was a unique opportunity for teams and drivers to, one, go for something that was kind of unheard of. At a certain point, it eventually got up to $1 million. Ice cream is awesome. Yeah. It eventually got up to $1 million. So that was something cool. That was something financially prosperous, positive for the teams. So that $1 million, that carrot. Wrap a car with him. Looks too fun to turn. Well, that's cool. Yeah, absolutely. Spend some time with your dad. That is family. I will never tell you to not spend more time with your family. Family time is very, very important. The older you get, the more you realize it. So if you guys understand that from a young age, then all the more better. If they want to keep the All-Star race, have it at Rockingham or not. Okay, so yes, the All-Star race was about something that was different. It was something that the teams, the drivers, it was something different. They had, eventually it got really gimmicky with different, you had different rules packages, you had different race packages, really, really unique things, very gimmicky, but very, but it was okay because it was the All-Star race, right? It was different. Now NASCAR is just very gimmicky in general, so the All-Star race has lost its purpose, right? They have stages, the segments. Okay, Greg, that's 5 minutes, my man. That's 5 minutes. 5 minutes. They had segments which have now become stages. They had field inversions. They had, of course, they had different paint schemes that the teams would bring. Now teams bring paint schemes that are different to every single track. I'll explain players to you best. Keith Dorney, don't know who that is. 2005 got negative. Kaiser White, don't know who that is. I've heard of the Eagles. Mario Landino, who just won national title with Indiana, whose sister is my son. Don't know who that is. So that's cool for you personally. None of those names mean anything to me, but very neat for you personally. But yeah. And then on top of that, the All-Star race, it would pay out a lot of money. Well, it doesn't even pay out that much money compared to the purses of the rest of the races for the season. So, I don't know. The All-Star race has run its course for me. And I always liked it being in Charlotte. You had after a while, you had the Pit Crew Challenge, which was awesome. I loved the Pit Crew Challenge. They don't do that anymore. They need to bring that back. I know they kind of do it on pit road, but it's not the same. It's not the same as filling up a stadium or an arena and bringing everybody in. Thanks for talking to me. Both times I've been here, you've made my day. Oh, well, real Mr. Purrs, that's why I like to do this. That's why I like to interact with you guys. If I can be a little bit positive and, like you said, make everybody's day just a little bit better, then I'm doing my job. So I'm glad that I was able to do that. Hopefully you're doing better, of course, and obviously thank you for joining. I mean, I'm glad to have you here, interacting, typing in the chat, watching along, all that fun stuff. So, good. I'm glad. I am very glad about that. Okay, what else did you say there? You said, funny enough, my science teacher was a football team captain with Kaiser White back in 2013. Well, that's cool. Can't believe I'm out of middle school in a month. Bro, middle school was like 100 years ago for me. I don't remember much of that. Have you seen Charlotte also has top-notch races? That makes sense. Yeah, okay, exactly. So Braden brings a good point back into it. Charlotte, the home of NASCAR, they would have the All-Star race at NASCAR's home track the week before the 600. So you'd have all that pomp and circumstance. You'd have all that energy surrounding the home track. It was a home thing for NASCAR. Yeah, and Charlotte always put on great racing. So, yes. Those are my thoughts on the All-Star race. I think they need to either bring it back to Charlotte and give it that full kind of revitalization with the Pit Crew Challenge and all of that, or just move on. No All-Star race. No All-Star race. Shorten the season a little bit. It's a long season. Oh, that was the other thing. Plus, now everybody has a chance for the All-Star race. They all qualify or whatever. I don't know. It's not as, in my opinion, as a fan, it's not as prestigious. It doesn't interest me as much as it used to. And that's just because NASCAR has become gimmicky across the board. So, But yeah, the middle school thing. Have you seen Billy Madison, where he's like, one of the kids, he's in elementary school, so I know it's not middle school, but it's like he's in elementary school, and the kid's like, I can't wait to be a grown-up like you, Billy, and he's like, stay here as long as you can. That's my advice. Enjoy it while you can. I'm not saying that being an adult is not fun, but you have to worry about so many things. House, taxes, job. It's much more involved, let's say. It's not as all-star anymore, I guess. Yeah, exactly. It's not. I don't think it is. I think it has lost that all-star feel, that all-star vibe. The all-star kind of, like I said, pomp and circumstance, prestige, whatever you want to call it. It's lost a little bit of that. And that's honestly disappointing, because I think that it's cool to have the best drivers. Adam Sandler movies. Oh, they're great, especially the 90s ones. A lot of those older ones are fantastic. But yeah, it has. And not to mention, like, the way that NASCAR is, they race everybody. Everybody races everybody every week. So there's really no reason anymore, in my opinion, to have the all-star race, because you're playing against every driver every week. You're playing against every team every week. I know you're not playing, but you're racing. What I think would be cool is if they wanted to do an all-star thing, they would take a driver, a crew member, a driver, a crew chief, and then the team, like the pit crew, and mix them around. So you would have, let's just say, William Byron with, I couldn't even name a crew chief right now. Give me a crew chief. I don't know. Whatever crew chief. Chris Gabehart, is that still Hamlin's crew chief? I don't know. And the crew of Ryan Blaney. Ryan Blaney's pit crew. You take those three elements, you mix them around, and every driver gets that, and then make them make the weekend work. That would be very interesting, because they would have to build new chemistry. They would have to... that would be interesting. It's not really a practical thing, in my opinion, but... hey, howdy, hey, I'm Anelia. Well, welcome in. Welcome in. Good to see you. Glad you're here, joining the stream. We're having fun. We're not getting too far on this car because I wasn't able to do anything pre-stream. Blue motor. Yeah, grown-ups. Grown-ups is a good one. Yeah, that's the thing too, is like the All-Star race was a chance for the teams to kind of bring some stuff, if you know what I mean. Like Jeff Gordon's T-Rex car in 97. Oh boy, NASCAR rewrote the rule book the day after and said, don't do that again. So yeah, the All-Star race was kind of a way for some drivers and some teams to try some different things out. And then NASCAR's put them in such a box, especially with these kit cars. Is this year Run What You Brung? I've heard that rumored, but I don't know if that's actually taking place. Because I would love for them to just let the teams explore. Let the teams just mess with whatever they want to mess with. Throw the rule book out of the window for the weekend. And just let the teams engineer what they can engineer. I would love for that to happen. Because these cars are garbage. Because it would also teach NASCAR. I'm sure NASCAR would learn something from it too. There could be takeaways from it. So, yeah, that would be an awesome thing. I just don't see that happening, unfortunately. All right, so we got that done. But yeah, that T-Rex car was a menace. That thing was a monster, literally. All right. So we have almost all of the white underlays done. This, we have one here, and then on the roof. I'm not going to do the hood tonight simply because I don't want to put it on. Smokey Yunick, best cheater in NASCAR history. And good night. Yeah, Cheater. See, they just pushed the envelope. They just pushed the gray areas a little bit. They weren't cheating. They were just trying harder than everybody else. All right. So let's cut out this. Okay, so let's get back to talking about the race. You're back from eating popcorn and a corn dog. That sounds pretty good. All right, let's get back to this. So Friday, it doesn't say when practice and qualifying are. The race is at 5 on Saturday, so that's interesting. Hold up. Wait, this is the truck race? Apparently. All right, so this is the truck race. What time's the O'Reilly race on? Something's not right. This is not right. This has got to be... This is wrong. This has to be Friday. You guys are smarter than me. You can look that up. But the truck race has to be Friday, no? Because the O'Reilly race is Saturday. Somebody confirm or deny that J-Ski has got this one wrong. Typically a good website. They typically get a lot right, but I'm fairly certain that this should be Friday, should be tomorrow. You guys let me know if that's what you guys find out, because that's my guess. Yeah, because see, the O'Reilly race is Saturday at 4. Yeah, this is Friday. This is wrong. So the truck series is Friday, May 15th. Yeah, because today's the 14th. So this is wrong. So the truck race is tomorrow, Friday at 5 p.m. on Fox Sports 1. At least for Lionel Racing, not the only company to mess up. Yeah. Well, Fox is whatever. So as far as the qualifying goes, let's see. Destiny is back. Tony is back. Caleb Costner is back. Your scheduled caution is back. Natalie Decker. Oh, and your other scheduled caution, Chris Wright, is also back. Christopher Bell being in the 62, that's cool. He won last time at Bristol when he was in the truck. Frankie Muniz is back in the 33. Carson Hocevar is back in the 77. Ross is in the 45. William Sawalich in the 5. Dang, this race is going to be interesting. Kyle Busch back in the 7. Brandon Jones back in the 1. So we got a lot of shenanigans are going to take place here on Friday. Should be a fun race. Don't ask me who I think's going to win, because I have no idea. Should be fun, though. All right, we'll move on to Saturday, unless you guys have anything else to say about that. I don't think so. Practice and qualifying for the O'Reilly race is on Saturday, 9 in the morning to 11:30 in the morning. 4 p.m. race on the CW. Oh, Clint Boyer's on 20. Oh, that's right. You're right. I forgot. Clint Boyer's on 25. Yep. That is correct. Oh, yes. Natalie Decker is back in the 22. They got to get Cody in that truck. Put Cody in that truck. He won't wreck it as much. We were over double digits for a while there on the stream. That was pretty cool. Yeah, so anything else on Friday night? If not, we will jump to Saturday. Like Sawalich, but don't know if he has what it takes. Brent Cruz making him look bad. Yeah, Brent Cruz has been crushing it in the O'Reilly series. I'm so late and I'm going to have to eat dinner soon. Oh, Cook, no problem. You don't have to apologize to me. You're good. Mike. I won the race. Oh my gosh. Those Michael Maritza's shorts cracked me up when he does the Mike thing. Oh, it's so funny. That gets me every time. You don't have to apologize at all. Don't have to apologize at all. Let's see. All right, well, I think that's good on that. We'll move over to the Brent Cruz. We'll get answer. Yeah, I think he will too. Okay, so like we said, Bet Rivers 200. That's an interesting name, interesting logo. It doesn't really look. It looks more like a horse racing logo or something. Like, yeah, that one's pretty good. That one's interesting. I don't know. I don't know what I feel about this. It is what it is. Okay. So, we have a couple TBAs. Are you going to release templates for the decals? I'm just really worried that I buy decals from Fusion and they're no, I'm going to say no. I'm not really in the business of like making decals and like mass sending them out. I really only make specific decals for whatever cars I'm working on. And that's about it. So I'm going to say probably not. I feel like you asked about sizing them up before. So what you want to do is, print them out, cut them out, try them before you actually print them on decal paper. Are you going to release templates? Yeah, so I would just take a ruler or take calipers or something and make measurements and try and do it that way. I wouldn't rely on me to make templates because I also barely have enough time to do what I do to begin with. So just like making and posting templates somewhere probably isn't something that's high on my priority list, unfortunately. So I hate to tell you no, but yeah. So Braden is pointing out that, again, we have no Fords in the field. Again, I think that's more of a Ford problem than a NASCAR problem. I think that's a Ford not wanting to put the resources into NASCAR problem. That's my opinion. Let's see. Anybody? BJ McLeod in the 92. It's crazy. Went from Haas, Arsos, basically nothing. Yeah, so I kind of told you guys this a little bit last year, but when I was talking to Mr. Sieg, the guy, the dad, in the hauler, he was basically telling me that Ford doesn't like to support the O'Reilly series that well. Clearly, I mean, it's obvious now. And he said they were looking to move to Chevy, and the NASCAR executives were like, no, stay with Ford. We need Fords in the field. And he's like, yeah, but I want to move to Chevy. They're offering more resources and such and such and such. And so he kind of foreshadowed it a little bit to me, a nobody back then. So a little bit of inside baseball there for you guys. Kind of neat. But yeah, Jeremy Clements in the 51, of course. William Sawalich in the 18 hasn't been performing that well. Yes, we've discussed that a little bit. Anthony Alfredo in the 96 are one of our boys. Ryan Sieg in the 39, one of our other boys on the channel. Who else do we have? Brennan Poole, Harrison Burton, Austin Green, Sammy Smith, Sam Mayer, Ross. Ross is going for the triple race challenge this weekend. Going for a dub in all three series. That would be cool. A weekend sweep. I'd be okay with that. Ross in the 9 this week for Junior Motorsports. That'll be interesting to see. Hopefully he can do well there. Raja Kruth back in the 88 this week. Brent Cruz in the 19. That's pretty much it. Ross is kind of the only non-O'Reilly regular, aside from like BJ McLeod, but like it's BJ McLeod. Replace Ford with Honda. They could. Train o'clock, in case you guys were wondering. There it is. Yes, sir. Next year, I think there will be a chance to Ford because. A chance to Ford because what? A change to Ford? Is that what you're saying? So I will... Sorry if I offended F1 fans, but Ford needs to work more for a rally series than F1. Oh, listen, I don't really care much for F1. You don't have to apologize. No, don't apologize. Thank you for stopping in. Thank you for hanging out for the little bit that you were here. It's always appreciated. It was good to see you. Hopefully you have a great rest of your night. Parker Retzlaff has been running really good in the 99. Whoa, that's way zoomed in. Okay. Yeah, so that is pretty much the O'Reilly series. I will be looking if Ross can't win and Ryan can't win and Anthony Alfredo can't win. Why did the poll end? Why did the poll end? Whatever, it's fine. No beats yes by a few votes. Then, Jeremy Clements could win. That would be cool. So, looking forward to Saturday. Saturdays are always the best racing of the weekend. Okay, let's move to... Oh, that's a cool logo. I do like that logo. I do like Miles the Monster, kind of with the "Are you not entertained?" stance a little bit behind the. I do like that logo. That is pretty cool. Respect to the graphic designer for that. Yeah, so the purse being $3 million, it's crazy because like most of the purses for the rest of the season are way more than that. They need to fix that. Green flag at 1:05 on Sunday, an early start time. Let's go. Yes, back to the old days where NASCAR started early. Like right after you get home from church, you go turn the race on, and then you have the rest of your day to do whatever you want. I like that. It is on Fox Sports 1. Slightly concerning that the All-Star race isn't on Big Fox, but again, that kind of goes to show you that it's not that important. No. Practice on Friday. Mike Joy will wave. I did hear that. Mike Joy will wave the green flag for the All-Star race. I did hear that. Pit crew challenge, qualifying. Wait, pit road, qualifying, entry, exit practice. Friday. Qualifying on Saturday. 2 hours qualifying. Okay. Oh, nuts. I know why it's at 1, because the open is first, and then they're going to waste a bunch of time, and the actual All-Star race will probably start at, 5. Bro. Okay. I was deceived. I was bamboozled. Alright, so, yeah, the All-Star race... The open will more than likely be at 1. Okay, that's probably what it is. Bleh. All right. Let's see. Let's move this down a hair. Kind of more angled like that. Something like that. Oops. All right, let me just double check here. Yeah, Mike Joy waving the green flag for the All-Star race is pretty cool. We've had plenty of discussions about Mike Joy. I like him. I wish him nothing but the best, but I think his time as an announcer has come and gone. I think it's time for him to hang it up. That's my opinion. I'm sure that it's a semi-popular opinion. Maybe not super popular, but maybe semi-popular. Okay. All right, let's look at the entry list. So qualifying. So how do they even set the field for the All-Star race? Is it purely based off of qualifying, or do they have like last year's winner and they raised the money from 1 million to 3 million for the grand prize? Are you sure? Because it said purse. Hold on. I love my son. Well, that's good. It said All-Star purse, which makes me believe that it's the whole field. That's typically what purse means, is the whole field. Tim, I'm wondering why. I mean, that's a good thing, obviously, but why? What did he do? Oops, my bad. It's all good. No, I mean, you very well could be right. That could mean that they did that, but I don't think that's the case. I just don't think that's the case. Like I said, you could be right, but I don't think so. I think that's the overall purse for the whole weekend. Which, if that's the case, that's pretty sad, because we've seen other purses and they've been much higher than $3 million for the whole field. So maybe you're right. If they did, that's crazy. That's a good move, upping the ante. But I don't think that's the case. But yeah, I don't really know much about this All-Stars. Maybe I can look it up. It's probably more than just qualifying. Well, they usually have... Yeah, well, you're right, obviously. Michael, New Jersey, Diecast. Well, I've never seen you in here before. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the stream. Yes, of course. They have the Open, the Nextel Open, the Sprint Open, whatever you want to call it. It's been the Open for many, many years. So they have that before the actual All-Star race, which is what I'm assuming they're going to be doing this year also. But what were the criteria to get into the All-Star race? A win in the last season, something like that. Then they had fan votes that could get in. And then what's the point of having qualifying? So I don't know. I don't know if it's, worth looking at qualifying, to be honest with you, but yeah, so that's this weekend. I mean, we'll see how it goes. I'll probably watch it. And we can talk about it. Oh, you will be attending Dover. Nice. Greg will also be at Dover. I don't know if Greg is still here, unless you are Greg and you changed your name. That's a very Greg thing to do, but I don't know. I don't think he did that. But that's exciting. I have never personally been to Dover. I kind of wanted to at one point. I still kind of want to hit every track at some point. But yeah, hopefully you have a great time. Hopefully it's fun for you going to Dover. Have you been there before? I guess is my next question. Or is this your first time ever going to Dover? Nope. My name is Mike. Okay, well, Greg, I don't think he's here anymore, but he is our resident troll. He is a son of a gun, but he is a good fella. And he likes to change his name around a lot, so he's kind of funny. I don't think he's here. I think he might have bounced a little earlier, but it's all good. Welcome to the stream, Mike. Is that how you would like me to address you, as Mike? You just let me know how you would like to be addressed, and I will oblige. Also, after the All-Star race, I'll be celebrating with no more Fox coverage. Yes. So after the All-Star race, Fox is no longer covering, and we will be on to Prime for, 6 weeks, I think it is? Something like that. Fourth time going there. Okay, nice. Well, I hope you enjoy it, of course. Even though it's not your first time, I hope you still enjoy it being your fourth. And you have lots of fun, take lots of pictures, all that good stuff. You can call me Mike. Will do. Mike, it is good to have you here. I hope you enjoy your stay on the Diecast Driven channel. we have a decent time here. We have fun. A lot of people coming back multiple times. Braden's always here. Tim's pretty much always here. Ellie Raceart, I think he hopped out. It's probably his dinner time. He's from the West Coast, so, or he was going to draw some stuff, I think is what he said. So he's typically here. Greg changes his name a ton, so I don't know. I don't remember what his name is at the moment, but we have a lot of people that like to come and hang out in the chat and talk some racing. So today we're working on Ryan Sieg's Daytona car from earlier this year. He finished 3rd at Daytona. I'm making this for one of the guys that was on this team at the time. He has since moved over to the 96 car. And so on the channel, our favorite drivers, because we know people in the series, are Ryan Sieg in the 39 car. We like Jeremy Clements in the 51. We like Anthony Alfredo in the 96. I know Braden likes Larson in the Cup Series. So we have a few different drivers. I like Ross Chastain and William Byron. Those are my Cup drivers. But yeah, so you should get Timmy Hill 66 car that just came out. I actually did buy a car for once. I bought a William Byron Exalta car just because I have to continue the Exalta streak that I've bought the primary Exalta scheme every single year, so that one just came out. But I typically don't buy other drivers, hardly ever. I'm definitely glad to be joining the channel. I've watching Michael Norris YouTube channel. I've watched well, thank you for being here. Yeah, I'm sure you probably saw the car that I made him. I've been wanting to do that how-to video for a very long time, and I also watch his channel quite frequently. Pretty much every video that he puts out, I watch, and then I try to catch a live stream here and there when I can. But I asked him if I could make him a car that I could use to make my how-to video. So that was what that kind of collaboration was. So yeah, glad to have you here. I mean, it's just a neat community, the whole online NASCAR thing. My friend and I am going this weekend as Ross. Nice. So I'm sure you may have noticed the Ross Chastain car. I am, yes, a fan of Ross, the Melon Man, the Mad Melon, however you'd like to say it, as well, personally. I've met him a couple times. Super nice, super down to earth, willing to talk to us. Really, really neat driver. Really, really cool personality. Ryan got my phone while I was in the other room. No, I don't think he did. I think you typed that, Tim. I think that was probably you. That's funny. That is funny. But yeah, Ross is one of my favorite drivers, hands down, for sure. Let's do. I guess we could do these now. Oh no, we can't. No, let's not. Let's hold off on that for now. Let's do this. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do these decals. Love the Ross Custom. Well, thank you. So the Ross Custom is from 2019. My sister and I, Lionel did a thing where we got to go to the track, and they gave us hot passes, and we got to walk around. We did a little tour with Lionel, and once the tour was over, they said, you have these hot passes, you can do whatever you want. So my sister and I, we were walking through the Xfinity garage at the time, and we were looking at the John Hunter Nemechek car, and Ross came up to us, and he's like, hey, why don't you come check out my car? And so it was this car, and we went over to him and chatted with him for a little bit. We didn't get our picture with him, which is annoying. I wish we did. But he came up to us and was just talking to us. He was super cool, super down to earth. So then I got this car signed at, yes, Michael Annette did win in 2019. Yeah, we did. We got to see him win, and I got it autographed at Pocono. Not Pocono. I got it autographed at Watkins Glen earlier last year, actually. Turbo Fanboy, good to see you. Welcome in. Hey, I saw your latest video today. That custom was awesome. Thank you. I was wondering if I can get mine created too or no. Well, unfortunately, so I haven't seen you before, so you probably haven't heard me say this, but I am so busy. I am so busy. I have this car. I have this car. This car needs to get done by next weekend. This car needs to get done by the following weekend. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 other cars over there that need to get done. Cody is having me make him 50 more 164 cars. I have to do my Diecast, and then we're obviously live streaming. So, like, I would love to, but unfortunately, I can't take on any more projects at the moment. I'm making a car for a veteran, a Watkins Glen car from last weekend or 2 weekends ago, so I'm working on the decals for that. And then I'm also working on, I just got a text message from somebody from Jordan Anderson Racing that I got to make a car for. So I am probably the busiest I have ever been, unfortunately. And I don't see that slowing down anytime soon, so I can't really take on any more projects. I know that's probably not the answer you were looking for, but I just got to be honest with you, and, you know, I just can't take on any extra work at the moment, unfortunately. So hopefully that doesn't upset you too much, but yeah, it's just, it's been a whirlwind of the past couple months. Well, that's too bad, but I do want to say, well, thank you. And like I said, I'm not just saying no just to say no. Like, I am so busy right now. I can't, I can't make it work. But thank you. I appreciate the compliments. Like, this car is not for me. This car is for a member on, well, he was on this team at Daytona, and he has since moved over to the 96 team. So he's the tire specialist for the 96 team. This car here is for my wife's cousin's wedding. He was at this race in 2015 when Carl won it. So that car is not for me. The 5 cars that I have over there are all not for me. So it's been a while since I've made a car for myself. This one's actually mine. And yeah, that one's not mine. That one's not mine. I have all of the Talladega Nights decals, and I have a couple of the cars, but I got to get other people's cars done first. So, like, yeah, it's a good problem to have because people like the cars, but yeah, it's so busy. It's so busy lately. Again, good problem to have, but I appreciate your compliment. Tim, you said that's okay if you're not busy. Yeah, I mean, I stick around on the channel and maybe things will slow down. I cannot guarantee anything. I can't promise you anything. I don't want to commit to anything. If I'm being honest, you're like since that video has come out, you're at least the fifth person I would want to say that has asked me for a custom of whatever your car is. So yeah, it's just, and I've had to turn everybody away. I've had to tell everybody no because I just can't take on new projects like that. So I will, somebody who actually likes turbo in this turbo. Who is our pick for the All-Star? I mean, I don't know. Hopefully some wacky dude like SVG goes back to back. SVG winning the All-Star race would be hilarious. But I don't know. My heart says Ross. I'd like to see Ross win the All-Star race, but I don't know. Maybe in the summertime you should make Chandler Smith 5 from Las Vegas for yourself. Why would I make it for myself? I'm not a Chandler Smith fan. Martin, I appreciate that to some degree. It's probably going to be a Toyota. Yeah, probably. That'll just be annoying. That will just be annoying. Welp, that's all the white underlayers on the car. You know what I'm going to actually do? So I'm actually going to cut these out. Cut all this out. Peel this up. Whoa, I can't blame it. You have a 99.999 a Denny Hamlin win. I hope not. That would be the ultimate disappointment. Blame it. You have a lot of custom builds. You got those commitments in here. I do admit I'd love to have one, but maybe someday down the road, maybe. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. I'm sure you can finally help me. Just know that I really enjoyed the Pop-Tarts guy. I always had them for breakfast as a kid. Well, thank you. Yeah, and again, it's not that I don't want to. It's just like I also have a full-time job. This is just a hobby. And so I can only keep up with so much, and you know, it's just hard. It's just difficult for me. I came from Moob's channel, and that Pop-Tart car was amazing. Well, thank you for joining, Jackson. Good to see you. Welcome to the stream. We're kind of like, we're working through this Ryan Sieg car. We just did all of the Daytona. This is a Daytona car. Actually, that's a Daytona car too. We just did all of the white underlays. We talked about all of the race weekend stuff. Now I'm kind of trying to figure out what to do next on this car. Because I do like to give the decals some time to dry in between putting the color layer on top of the white underlayer, but I don't really have time. Is not really my friend, because this car needs to be done by the time we head out to Charlotte next week. It needs to be done by Friday. It needs to be done by Thursday because I'm taking it Friday. So yeah, that's a thing. So I'm going to be hitting it hard this weekend, hopefully getting it done, and then clearing it like Monday night or something. I think Tuesday would probably be the latest I would want to clear it. Tuesday, Wednesday, put it together Thursday night. Yeah, probably something like that. Lots to think about, lots to figure out. You know what? I actually might put these decals on, but we need to get the chassis. So give me 1 second. Let me hop over here. Because this car, the Daytona car, had this extra valence in the back of it. So we got to put that underneath. So we have to unscrew these things so we can put that in. Hopefully you guys are having a good night. Hopefully you're enjoying the stream. It's just, you know, it's kind of chill. Yeah, well, I don't know why this is still here. We can put this over here. Put that away. Just dropping in to see the car. Looks amazing. Well, we haven't made too much progress, but we got all of the white underlayer. It's kind of hard to tell. White underlayer there, roof number, there, nose, and then this on the back. So, yeah, it's coming along. Rowdy, what's up? Haven't seen you in a bit. Welcome to the stream. Good to see ya. Okay, and definitely wait if you need me to. I'll see you soon, my friend. You can definitely have me as a customer too. Best of luck. Well, thank you, Turbo. Yes, of course. I will absolutely keep you in mind. If you keep coming back to the streams and keep reminding me, that will help, because I do have a lot on my mind and there's a good chance that I forget. So don't take that personally, please, because I just have a lot going on. And I always try to be upfront with you guys, try to be truthful. So yeah, tons of things going on. So just kind of keep reminding me. That's not to say that I will get to it anytime soon, but just kind of, if you're here often, I will remember you better. Let me say it that way. I'm hoping to get the drawing shipped Saturday. Okay, that would be ideal. The sooner the better, obviously. You were playing Roblox with a friend. See, I've never played Roblox. I don't have time for video games anymore, unfortunately. Oh, train o'clock. Yeah, if you can get it shipped Saturday. I don't know how long it takes to ship from there to here, but if it would have to get here before Thursday. Thursday at the absolute latest. So if it gets here on Friday, I'll already be gone. Will do. My name is Garrett, if you're wondering, but you can call me either. Well, you tell me. You tell me how you would like to be addressed, and I will address you as you wish. Garrett, Turbo, Fanboy, whatever you want. I will address you accordingly. You just let me know. Garrett, like Garrett Mitchell. The man, the myth, the legend himself. Garrett Mitchell. If you guys don't know. I'm feeling a Chase All-Star win. That the 9 team does seem to have their head wrapped around this year's car, probably the best. Especially out of the Hendrick cars, but they seem to have figured something out, the 9 team. So I wouldn't be surprised. That would not shock me. It would shock me if like Larson or Byron won, but yeah, no problem, Turbo. We will see you in the next stream, hopefully Sunday after the race. I remember how painful to meet up Orion Sieg Watkins. Oh, yeah, tearing that up. Yeah, that was a hard one to do. I was very disappointed that I had to mess it up. Yep. What have you missed? We talked about the weekend's racing coming up. We talked about that's really it. We've just been decaling. We've been chipping away at this car, trying to get it done. Now I'm putting the chassis on it because the Super Speedway packages had that rear valance underneath. So we got to have that. But you didn't miss a ton. Just your typical stream. We've just been bopping along, just trying to get this thing done a little bit at a time. I'm probably going to hit this car really hard tomorrow or Saturday or Sunday. Hopefully Sunday we can put the finishing touches on it, but I don't know. Hopefully I'll have it done before Sunday. It's already 9:42. We made decent progress, but not like a ton tonight. Where did I get the rear valance? That's a loaded question. I 3D printed it. 3D printed it. Does that... Oh no. The message disappeared. Redacted. Retracted. Redacted or retracted. Well, good to see a yep, I'm Voids. Welcome in. Yes, I 3D printed the rear valance. So we'll pop that guy on there. Throw that in there. Put this on here. I don't think we've actually seen you before, so welcome to the channel. Yep, I'm Voids. I wish I read your message faster, because it disappeared super quick. Unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to any more races this year. That was really cool because you make me go, no, I can't. No, I'm not taking any more at the moment. And I noticed most of the pre-order diecast from Lionel is always December. Yeah, they always, a lot of them are pretty late in the year. Ryan, hello, how are you? You were here earlier, but hello again. Yeah, most of the pre-orders are pretty late in the year. We'll see how the rest of I've made some new custom mill shell off and community post at some point. All right, Rowdy, sounds good. I'll be sure to try and check those out if I can remember. I'm talking with my brother Ian. Well, hello to Ian. Hopefully he is doing well. Let me guess, they're doing a massive diecast haul. I'm not really sure. I don't know why they do that. I think they probably just post that as like a placeholder date and then update it as they produce them and get better timing. Because manufacturing is always an interesting thing. You kind of have to put dates out. Not a car. I would just like to get the valence for my own car build. No, I don't have, like, no, I don't have a way to sell anything right now. I have the one car on eBay from my friend that he posted for me, but other than that, I don't really have a way to sell stuff at the moment because I don't want to get into all of that. So currently, no. I will say that pretty definitively. No. Maybe one day, but not right now. Okay. So this. Sorry if I'm trying to focus on this. I want to get it right. So that goes there. That curls into there a little bit. That curls up there. That will get cut. Well, that's pretty dang close. I'm no expert with DIN numbers. I'm assuming that was supposed to be with DIN numbers. I guess I'm not really an expert with them either. I don't really collect DINs. I know some people that's like their holy grails. How long does a car take you on average? Well, if you watched the video, I said it takes me about 20 hours per car. It depends on the car, it depends on the decals, it depends on how many steps are involved. So there's a lot of different aspects of timing that are quicker and or shorter. But I would say on average something around 20 hours, which is, it's a long time. Also, the fuel inlet for these cars are in the wrong place on the diecast compared to the actual car, but It's fine. There's not much you can really do. I wasn't going to drill it out and do all that just to move it on this car. Like the Watkins Glen car is a different story because it's on the passenger side and I have to totally get rid of it and do it for that. But yeah, this one, no, we're not doing that. You just buy the car because it's cool. Yeah, generally speaking, that's what I will typically do as well. But on stream, it takes me a lot longer to decal these things because I have to talk to the chat and keep you guys entertained and hang out. So, yeah, generally it takes longer if we're doing a car on stream. Who do you think will win at Dover? That question was just asked not too long ago. I don't really know. Somebody said Toyota, somebody said Chase Elliott. I'm kind of leaning, I would like to see Ross win. I would like to see Ross sweep the weekend, but that's not really, I don't really see that happening with the way that Trackhouse has been running lately. By the way, Charity, welcome in. Good to have you on the stream. I don't think I've seen your name before, so welcome to the channel, welcome to the stream. Hopefully you enjoy your stay whilst here. I would like to see Ross win, but who do I think will win? Probably, I honestly think a Toyota. That was a good statement by whoever made that. Imagine Cody Ware wins the All-Star race. If it was like a run what you brung setup, and they just like cheated the absolute heck out of that car, and Cody Ware brings it home for the dub, that would be hilarious. I would be all for that. Yeah, Ross the boss. Ross the boss. Like I said, I'd love to see Ross win, but of course then that means I would have to buy another car. Not the end of the world, but it's been kind of nice this year because neither Ross nor William Byron have won races, so I haven't really had to spend a whole lot of money on their cars, which has been a nice change. But yeah, I don't know. The Cup Series is pretty predictable, but also unpredictable with just the way that the Toyotas have been running this year. So you could probably expect a Toyota to win it, but which one, I don't know. If it was 2019 Quint Hoff car, it would have taken you like way less than 20 hours. Yeah, probably, possibly. I mean, there's some cars that take way longer based off the paint scheme and some cars that take way less based off the paint scheme. So it's all dependent on the car. It's all dependent on what goes into it, how much detail is going to be needed, how meticulous it is. Like this car, I had to do two-tone. I had to paint it white and black. And so that takes extra time because I have to mask it off. I have to paint it, mask it off, paint it again, clear coat it. So like, yeah, it definitely changes per car. But yeah, do you buy the race win car every time? Yes, Jackson. So perhaps you've been here before. Maybe I don't think I've ever seen you chat before, but yes, that's what I do. I only buy 24 and 1 race wins. Well, I guess if they race in the O'Reilly or the Truck Series, I'll buy those as well. But anytime Ross or William Byron win a race, I buy those cars. Ross, because I like him, we've met him multiple times, and then William Byron because he's taken over the 24 car, and I've kind of become a fan of his just de facto. Also, this is last truck star for Carson. Truck Series 8th star in Dover is limit. Oh, I like Carson in the Truck Series. He's a wild card. He's just going for it. So that's kind of a bummer, but it is what it is. But yeah, I used to collect every single Jeff Gordon car that would be produced, and I no longer do that because Gordon retired, and Byron being in the 24, I can't support to the extent that I supported Jeff, which is fine, but I also just don't want to spend that kind of money. Nice to see nothing has gone wrong with the car. Rowdy, you had to say it, my friend. There's always time for something to go wrong. You just have to, like I said in my how-to video, and I constantly say in all of my other videos, take your time. That's why we might not get the most done on these streams, but you just got to take your time and work slow and get it right. Get it right the first time, because it's really hard to come back and fix things later. So this fuel inlet will get painted black after the fact. I will have to do that. See, that's what I was afraid of. So you had to mention something. I messed up this roof decal a little bit. What manufacturer for Ryan Sieg Racing if Chevy never existed? Well, they raced Fords last year. They were in the Ford camp last year. So like the Watkins Glen car that I'm making for myself, I like that quality snap-on tool screwdriver. Yes, thank you. Hoping to make your own custom of this car soon. Yeah, it's not giving me too many fits, but it is a little bit. So this next part's kind of interesting because this decal goes onto the rear valence, and that's why I put that piece on the car, because I have to get this razor bladed off of here so that we can stick it down. Bunch of rumors say regarding Hendrick buying out sales last year Trackhouse. Yeah, I heard those rumors too. I mean, that's probably a good move if true. Again, I hate it for Bowman, but I understand it from all parties involved. I think Zillage could probably, if Trackhouse could ever figure anything out this year, Zillage will be good. Just waiting for a friend to help you with a template. It's in a set of files you can't access. Yeah, that I could see how that would be a problem. Where would that put Corey Day? I don't care. Put Corey Day, take Corey Day to Trackhouse. Maybe Corey Day goes to Trackhouse. The files are for a video game. Oh, Enter 2000. Yeah, I tried to get some decals from video game files once, and it didn't work out too well, so. But yes, this decal needs to go down here on this rear valence. Like that. Something, oh man, there go all the chats. Something funny just happened to me. How 66 Mustang sold out on Circle B. I wonder if it sold out or if it got DNP'd. Sometimes if they get DNP'd, they get pulled down pretty quickly. But it's very possible that it could have sold out. Spire replaced McDowell. Yeah, he's probably nearing the end of his racing career. Which I like Michael McDowell. I've never had a problem with him. But yeah, I think he's nearing the end. See that? We have the... It's kind of hard to tell. Like, I'll touch that up after the fact, but we have that decal down on the rear, on the valence. I think if Bowman were to leave Hendrick, I think Spire and get him. Good move like this. Yeah, he could go there if Michael McDowell retires. Bowman to McDowell's seat. Then they would have Bowman, Suarez, and Hocevar. That would be a fun team. Yeah. Oh no. Oh no. Why? Why, SpongeBob? Why? Roddy, you said that nothing went wrong. That did not go right. We gotta fix that. Don't worry, we can fix it. Fixed. I don't wanna dry it too hard because I could break this little plastic piece off because it's only held on with glue. Should Spire have a 4th part-time car in the Cup Series? Honestly, that probably... You're good. It's not that big of a deal. It was quite fixable. Should Spire have a 4th car? I don't think that would hurt. It might hurt, actually, pulling resources from other teams. I'm gonna go with a really hard maybe. Well, Legacy's going to 3, right? I'm pretty sure. Jeez, that scared me. I was like, what was that? I think Legacy's going to 3 cars. They bought a charter or something. I don't really pay too much attention to like the goings-ons of dealings and stuff like that anymore. All right, I gotta pull this back up on my phone because this is where I have the passenger side. 20%, that's a problem. 20%. There we go. What races do you want to see in the Chase next year? I think that the Chase schedule should have as many different races as possible. Ultimately, I think the Chase... Well, let me... Yeah, stage 99. Ultimately, I think the points should be determined on a full season scale. But we know that's not going to happen. So, ideally, what we would like to see is the most amount of different tracks to determine a champion, right? That's ultimately the best case scenario, in my opinion. So I would say, hold on, let me just make sure I get this right. Bear with me for a second. I just don't want to screw this up. That actually that's pretty good. Yeah, so this side, interestingly enough, does not wrap all the way down to underneath. Okay. Yep. I want to see a driver that has talent on the most amount of tracks. Just warming up. What's up? Good to see ya. We're getting into we're hanging out. We're having a good time. We're almost done here. We're working on this 39 car, but I'd like to see. You got to have a mile and a half. So let's say Charlotte, mile and a half. A road course. I like having Watkins Glen in the Chase. A super speedway. I say keep Talladega there. Homestead, Miami. I would say probably Loudon, New Hampshire. I like having that track in the chase. So Talladega, so you'd have road course, maybe 2 1/2 miles, maybe like Charlotte. Oh yeah, Charlotte and Homestead. Those would be the 2 1/2 miles. Maybe, oh, you gotta have to have a small track, so Bristol or Martinsville. Maybe Bristol and Martinsville, 2 short tracks. I mean, they had it pretty good at one point. Texas in the chase also makes sense. Yeah, but I don't want to oversaturate the 1.5 miles, right? So you would have, so like walking backwards, Homestead would be the finale. I liked Homestead, Phoenix, Martinsville backwards. Like Homestead, Phoenix, Martinsville, Talladega, Watkins Glen. Those would be like your last 5. The first 5 you would have like Loudon, Darlington, Bristol. I would almost put Michigan in the chase, because it's its own beast. Michigan is a different type of track. Now that Auto Club is gone, rest in peace to the Auto Clubs, I would almost put Michigan in the chase just because it's so different of a track. The 2 mile fast track. I would not put Indianapolis in. Indy is a very different track, but I think they should make that like the 4th of July race or something. But yeah, I would almost put Michigan in, and I'm not just saying that because it's my home track. I think Michigan is different enough that it would, because ultimately what you would want to do is you want to award the best driver on all track types, right? That's ultimately how you would best define your champion if we're doing not a full season points format. So you would want to represent as much of the schedule as you possibly could with your chase schedule. So that's probably something like that. That's how I would sum it up, probably. Solid list. Yeah, I try to be as practical as I can, as level-headed as I possibly can, and I think that would probably be the best. Like you want whatever driver that's going to ultimately be the champion to be the best on all types of racetracks. And I think having a chase that has all of those different types of racetracks and styles will definitely feel right. It will feel like the best outcome. And ultimately, I think it would be the best outcome too, if you do end up having it something like that. Ideally, we would like to have a full season points format where the best driver wins the whole dang thing all year long. That would be best case scenario, but it's not really that practical in modern NASCAR. What about convert Texas to 2.1 oval that is not a super speedway? I mean, how would they do that? Like, how would they do that? I mean, I'm not necessarily against it, I suppose, but just practically walk me through that process. Because I think, honestly, Texas isn't that bad. It has aged well, and so the racing there has gotten better. Specifically in the lower series. I mean, the Cup Series, the car still leaves a lot left to be desired, but, I mean, Texas has gotten better. Their experiment with that ridiculous repave in 1 and 2, I mean, it hasn't flopped terribly, but I think it's just that the track is aging well. And that's why we're seeing some of the better racing there. So I really dislike And I still dislike the Atlanta reconfiguration. I do not like that. I don't want more super speedways on the circuit. I like super speedway racing. It's good. Again, specifically in the lower series, it's better than the Cup series. But, well, no, I'm not saying that you have to scrap that idea or you have to like completely abandon your thoughts, but I'm just trying to walk through it logically from my perspective. Like, they already changed Atlanta. Texas has been racing pretty good. Charlotte Oval is great. Chicagoland's coming back. So, like, we have good oval racing on mile and a halves. I don't want to just, like, change it all. You know what I mean? So, all right, Roddy. We'll see you on Sunday. Yeah, stream again on Sunday. We will be there for the recap, the weekend coverage. We'll get that. 10:09. What else do I want to do to this car tonight? Probably, I could put those on. We could put those on. Probably not a lot. So let's do, we'll do a few more things, and then we'll call it tonight. Because one, I'm getting tired. I do need to, I leave it for now. Hold on, I got a few more things we can do. We can do the rear, we could finish up the TV panel. We'll finish up the TV panel tonight. We'll do that. And then we'll call it. So we'll do a couple more minutes. Put the taillights on. Put these decals on here, and we'll call it there. Personally, I can't stand pack racing. I think the O'Reilly series has they have a good balance of pack racing right now. It reminds me of like the mid 2000s Cup pack racing, where it's not door to door, nose to bumper, all the way around. The cars have spacing. They can generate runs. They can make moves, but they can also lose positions. I think the O'Reilly series plate track package is pretty good. I definitely do not like the Cup pack racing where it's just gridlock. That is not a good racing product. If you pull out of line, a parachute deploys from behind your car and you drop like 20 spots. That's not good. So yeah, I think the O'Reilly series is as close to like mid 2000s pack racing as we can get right now, just with the way that the rules packages are. But I don't love it either. I'll say it that way. I don't love it either. I don't hate it though. But a lot of it doesn't have to do necessarily with driver skill, driver talent. A lot of it has to do with being in the right place at the right time, getting the right push from somebody else. So there is a large element of luck to it. The Yap, welcome in. Hi, how are you doing? Glad to have you on stream. We're almost done. We're kind of wrapping the stream up, but don't worry, we will be back Sunday to cover all of the racing events of the weekend. One thing we didn't actually talk about is the IndyCar practice that has been going on for the past couple days. I'm excited for the 500 this year. We're going to be in Charlotte, so I don't know if we're going to be going to a watch party, if we're going to be hanging out with people. I've yet to figure that out. So I'm going to bounce to. See you next stream. All right, sounds good. Yeah, we're going to, after this, we're going to go get a few things done. But yeah, we'll see you guys. We'll see you back on Sunday. Put all the fans in the tower seats, let them go on straight. Yeah, that sounds like lawsuit city. I don't know about that. There's a reason that they're not unrestricted. I mean, at those kinds of speeds, right? If you blow a tire, or something, or you cut down a tire. Yeah. It doesn't matter how well and how safe you could build the cars. Like, once you get going a certain speed, everything is dangerous. So, yeah, I understand the sentiment, but, like, I don't know. So, yeah, we'll put these 4 or 5 decals on, and then we will call it there. And then we will come back Sunday and make some more progress. Like I said, I'm gonna try and do some stuff over the next couple days, make some more progress, get some more decals on the car, and that way Sunday, sprint car moment. Yeah, we don't need anybody flying up into the stands or anything. Car chief, man, now I got car chiefs asking me for cars. Okay. Holding the All-Star race at Bowman Gray would make it more interesting. Yeah, I think it would. I really think the All-Star race should be back at Charlotte. I think it's Pato's year this year in the 500. I think he was fastest in today's practice. I mean, I want to see Kyle Kirkwood win it, but Pato Award, he's a fan favorite. He almost had it last year. He was this close. He was this close. No, wait. Flying into the stands would be a late model moment. Yeah. Yeah, we need cars staying on the ground. I know it's racing and inevitably cars will get off the ground, but like if we can avoid that, do avoid it at all costs. And I think unrestricting the cars and letting them just go crazy would be a problem. I'm all for a good racing product, but like you can't. Yeah, I don't know. If you know, you know. That's a funny phrase. I like that phrase. It cracks me up. If you know, you know. What about get rid of the roof flaps? Like you want the cars to take off when they turn around? Is that what you're saying? Get rid of the roof flaps? No, I said I'm for all of the safety innovations, not against the safety innovations. No, I think the roof flaps are great. Keep the cars on the ground. We don't want cars flying up into the stands. We don't want people getting injured. Because that's the quickest way to have no NASCAR. Do you want to have no NASCAR? Put a 3,500-pound car directly into the grandstands over the catch fence. Yeah, I like it when cars turn into planes. Jeez, guys. Well, won't fly into the stands if fans are in the tower seats. Also, you have to think about driver safety. Sure, the cars can be as safe as possible, but why am I the voice of reason? Get rid of the Hans device. Yeah, might as well. While we're at it, let's just go back to open face helmets. If they hit the steering wheel, they hit the steering wheel. It's part of it. Smoking some cigs while driving? Nah. No, I like all the safety innovations. I'm not gonna say anything. What about 1.5 miles converted to a dirt track? No. I would not advocate for that at all. Because you're driven. Diecast driven. Yes, I'm almost done. I am going to be done in the next 5 minutes. Just one helmet and you're fine. Yep. Well, that is your name. Yep. All right, so I have to fix this taillight over here. Daytona dirt track would be peak whispering. Why don't they just do this? They have like the Daytona infield. Or the Daytona infield in the Tri-Oval. They run Supercross there. So they'll run the 500, and then at the end of the 500, all the drivers get out of their cars, run over, hop on their dirt bikes, and then do a supercross race, all of the drivers. And that's, whoever wins that is the actual winner of the Daytona 500. And then after that, while they're running the supercross race, they will be converting the track over to the IMSA layout. So then they have to jump into a prototype and go race that. Okay. See you later, Braden. We'll see you on Sunday after the race. Yeah, I'm getting pretty over it here. I'm gonna be done as soon as I get these last 2 decals on. What about the commentary? Can say what they want. A lot. I mean, maybe if they streamed the races instead of being on broadcast TV, that's why they can't. The FCC would not allow that. Nope. I don't know the app if you're saying later to me or later to Braden, but if you are leaving, we will see you on, well, hopefully we'll see you on Sunday. Yes, sir. We're still here. Yeah, Cook. I'm wrapping it up. Tyler goes over the wall. Yeah, we're wrapping it up here. I'm tired. It's time to hop off. We got all the decal. We made some good progress tonight. We started off slow, but we kind of picked it up towards the end. So yeah, there we got all of those decals on. We did a lot of work on the back side of the car. Oh, you were telling Braden later. All right, all good. So we're gonna call it there. 10:19. So we went 2 hours and about 10 minutes, or 2 hours and 20 minutes. I mean. So pretty long stream, but it was a good one. So yeah, we'll keep chipping away at it. I'm gonna probably try and get some more stuff done over the weekend, but we'll be back Sunday. So I'm not doing the race damage. I'm taking it to my friend. He's gonna give it to somebody else to do the race damage. So yeah, I'm just doing the base paint scheme, and then they'll take care of the race damage. I didn't have all the files to make it myself, so yeah, we're just gonna let him do that. Oh, no problem. Like I said, we'll be live Sunday. We'll be live Sunday again, 8 o'clock, same time, same place on this channel. So we're gonna watch some racing this weekend, and we'll talk all about it on Sunday. So thank you guys for joining. We did good this stream. We made some good progress. Have a great rest of your night. Enjoy the racing tomorrow, Saturday, and Sunday. And then we'll see you back Sunday evening for a recap of all of the weekend's action. So we will talk to you later. Have a great rest of your night, everyone. Bye, guys.